Hey, and welcome back to Asians Down Under. I am your host Hoju, and today we are checking out Jimin's Set Me Free Part 2. We're checking out the official music video as well as the dance practice. So we'll start off with the music video and check out the song, visuals, the lyrics, and really get into the meaning of the song. And then we'll check out the dance choreography through the dance practice. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped, so let's check it out. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Okay. I did not expect full-on interpretive choreography. Oh. Oh, the blocking. Spiral. Oh, that's sick. Oh, I get there's so much depth to the choreography in the music video. It's making me a little sad, but it's really good. Break free, Jimin. The lyrics are actually really depressing. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Pop off. Ooh. They use the formation so well. Oh. The imagery. Oh, that is a great shot. Oh, and it goes into the aerial shot. And of course he's reborn wearing all white as his real self. Let me recollect my thoughts because that was a lot. Okay, where do I start? There's so much depth to this song, to the lyrics, to the choreography, to the way they use both of those two to get the message across. And I don't know if Jimin himself wrote it. If you know, let me know in the comments below. But it looks like there's so much struggle. There's so much internal struggle as well as external struggle from his self-expectations as well as probably his experience up to this point where he just wants to break free from all that negativity, whether it's internal or external. It looks a bit, looks a little bit of both here with the way they interpret the choreography, or the way I'm interpreting choreography. But yeah, it's a really, it's not depressing. It's kind of depressing. It's an uplifting song because he's breaking free from the shackles of, you know, the negativity and all the things weighing him down and the external and internal criticisms that he faces, which is how I'm interpreting it. But it's also a little bit sad that that's the kind of stuff that you face as an artist, as big as Jimin and, you know, BTS. And I'm sure he's had a long, rough journey to get to where he is right now. And I think that that's what is being reflected on these lyrics, like really breaking free from all the hate and criticism, like I said, whether it's internally self-directed or externally from people that don't enjoy Jimin or trying to put him into a box. I feel like all of this is about his expectations of himself, as well as dealing with fans and anti-fans' expectations of him, and he can't really be himself. And this is him putting his foot down and saying, no, I'm going to be myself. Doesn't matter what anyone thinks of me anymore. I'm going to break free and, you know, be me, which is super, super powerful. And I really, really enjoy that message and that meaning. And I could be completely wrong. I could be completely off with this interpretation, but that's how I interpret it, because it's got lyrics like standing at the edge. Or they're dark lyrics. They're dark lyrics. Look, he's talking about like how lost he is when he was, you know, navigating the earlier journeys. He wandered in the maze. And I'm assuming when he says, I never stop, that's talking about like his work ethic and how much he pushed through all the hardships and how he's really, you know, setting all those things aside and pushing forward to break free. I won't hide anymore, even if it hurts. Look, it sounds like there's been a lot of, you know, pain that he's felt, trying to be something that he's not, based on what everyone expects of him. And I can really feel that release. I can feel that the weight coming off his shoulders through the song. Going insane to stay sane. Raise your hands for the past me. There's a lot of animosity in this song. I really get those vibes like, now is the time to show you the real me. Like this isn't even my final form type vibes. And like I really feel that release, like I said before. I really wonder what the writing on his body means. I'll have to check it out. Can someone please write it in the comments, the translation and the meaning behind it? Because I really love getting deep into these sorts of things. And I'm, you know, mise en scene. I'm sure there's a very particular reason why he chose those specific words. So please let me know in the comments below, and I'll read it and I'll check it out. And there's so much with the choreography. Like I know I said I was going to wait for the dance practice, but the dance practice doesn't have lyrics, probably, because it just came out. So, you know, I want to get into the choreography and how it really portrays the message of the song. And then for the dance practice, we'll just watch it together and just enjoy the performance aspect of it and not try to dissect it too much. So let me just get to the end of this for the lyrics, and then we'll get into the choreography, because there's so much. Like I used to choreograph myself, a lot of group interpretive dances. So I can feel so much from the movement and the movements that have been chosen, the blocking and everything that's been portrayed by the backup dancers as well as himself. So I really want to get into it. So let me just check out the last few lyrics. Okay, so it's mostly about breaking free and setting him free. Okay, let's get into the choreography. There's so much to digest here. Like I will do my best. This is just my interpretation of choreography. With any sort of choreography and any sort of directional art, the real art you can interpret however, which way you want. So this is my interpretation of it. So it's probably not correct. If it is close to what you guys think, let me know in the comments as well. So when they're starting off the choreography, right, it's not a clean formation. This shows the chaos and the discord happening within his mind. Everyone's pointing in a different direction, shielding themselves from the outside. They're all covering their eyes. They're like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going on outside. I don't want to hear all the hate. I don't want to hear all the negative expectations for myself. And you can feel the tension as everyone's hiding. And this is probably a representation of his internal feelings and internal dialogue. And the struggle, that little shake shows the amount of pain that bottling it all up and trying to fit into that mold is causing him. The utter chaos, it's just going in every which way direction. And it's like, you see how they started the choreography? It's like they really didn't want to show. They really didn't want to look at the outside. And then they were like really struggling to like look this way, that way. And now they're breaking and to actually face whatever's, attacking them from the external. So even that, the way they use the formations to really show that they're really facing their demons and whatever external factors that's bothering them, and they're actually breaking free into a freer formation. So there's a whole. They were really compressed and really stuck in one spot before, and now they're really like expanded, trying to make sense of everything. Back to the close. So this is the start of his journey. See how they all come together and they're kind of going forward into that direction. And then it's just showing how he wandered into a maze, and then they go like wandering into a maze, you don't know where to go. You don't know which way, which direction you're going to be going. So the choreographer really focuses on, going to their head and then going, which way are we going? And they fit in a little bit of a, so Hennessy is a type of alcohol, and sometimes you can resort to alcoholism if you're struggling with these types of things. They fit in a little drink in the choreography there. Nice little literal interpretation. Yeah. Okay. This is really powerful imagery as well. So he's talking about how he never stops, no matter how much it hurts. F all your ops. So the spiral is a huge thing in symbolism, and spiraling out of control and spiraling into the depths. And this formation of that spiral is just really creative. And you can see Jimin, he's outside of the spiral, but he's slowly, I'm pretty sure he slowly, spirals down into the abyss from what I remember. And now he's just trapped. He's trapped with everything around him. And it's kind of it's an unpleasant formation to look at. And that's the point. There's another literal interpretation of the lyrics. Fly away like a butterfly is flying. So I don't know if you know, but that's kind of like a butterfly. It's flying. So it's a literal interpretation, which is nice. He balances the well, he's not the choreographer, but through his performance and through the choreography, they balance the metaphorical and literal meaning of the movements. There's so much meaning. My mind is blown. Look, so he's talking about how much it hurts. Like, he won't hide anymore, even if it hurts. And the way they choreographed this, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 out of a bazillion dances. These are probably 4 really key things that really get to him externally. Could be haters, could be expectations from the wider audience. These, I'm sure, are like things that, because they're pointing at him, they're like, you know, it's very negative. It's very confrontational. So you can see like there's a wider audience here. I don't know if that's meant to be BTS fans not really helping, because they're like holding each other back, right? They're not really addressing these 4 people, these 4 key things that are really affecting him. I love it. I love it. See, in the right as the chorus hits, so the way Jimin performs this really adds that little to the message of the song, because he's like, there's a lot of tension in his movement, and there's a lot of stopping him from completing the full movement. You can see as he raises his hand, it's like and it's like, it's not free movement. It's very rigid, very constrained, very tense. And he's talking, while he's saying that, he's talking about setting him free. And then as he sets himself free, he loosens up. He loosens up, and that's a real metaphor for really being able to be himself and breaking through those shackles. So have another look. The tension, tense, let him free, and then just the freedom and movement. I love it. The song is just, it grows on you, man. Like, the more you learn about, you know, not learn because I don't know if this is correct, but the more you interpret it to your own imagination, the more you can really appreciate the song and appreciate the hard-hitting nature of the song. Of course, anytime anyone's like rushing towards the camera, that's really, you know, portrays the urgency of going to a particular destination. And I might be looking into it a little bit too much. Like here, I think this front group represents him breaking free and his own journey, leaving the chaos and discord behind and ignoring it, because the back group are still you know, chaotic on the ground, and he's going forward with this little group. I love this this little, they do it a lot in contemporary, but the little walking, it's so simple, but it really shows, you know, formation and structure and having to fit a certain mold. And I love how he's just standing outside of it all. this little walk. Again with this imagery, except this time the haters have support. So I don't know if, you know, he feels he went through some controversy where the haters, you know, got a bit stronger, a bit more overpowering because they're looking down at him, not at the same eye level anymore, but they're actually on top, being supported and looking down on Jimin. I love that. I love the lyric, raise your hand for the past me, because it's really talking about looking at the past, looking at all the bad things that have happened and all the how trapped he was and acknowledging it, but moving on from it and appreciating for it. So raise your hand to the past. It's like cheersing your past self. I love this shot, this wide sweeping shot of the camera going around, and it's like it has Jimin in focus with everything else as background noise, like you can see, and it's a wild movement, but it keeps him in focus, kind of ignoring all the noise around him. Such a good shot. Such a good shot. Look at this shot. He's trying his best to... Okay, I can take this in two ways. One way is that he utilized all the hatred and external hardships to mold himself into a cocoon to become reborn as this new person. That's my first interpretation of it. Another interpretation of it is he's doing his best to actually release and become that new person, but all these external factors are trying their best to bring him back down, trying their best to stop him from being himself. But they can't stop him. He pushes straight through. So there's two interpretations of this final scene. And then they bring him back down. Everyone falls down and he's reborn with this new white outfit, you know, black and white, darkness versus lightness, kind of like Black Swan vibes. And he has like contemporary and ballet background, so I'm sure that's intentional. Is it just me? like absolutely gushing and nerding out over the choreography and artistry of this song? Because there's just so much to it. I don't know if... I hope that this song is getting that much love because of how deep it is, and not just because it's a banger. Because yes, it is a banger. It is a great song. It's an earworm. It's something that you can like really... It's something that you can really jam to. I almost felt bad jamming to it because it's a very, very serious and heavy song. But yeah, I hope that people will really like delve deep. I hope Jimin has some interviews that explain, you know, what the true meaning is behind this song, because I'm sure I at least got a little bit close to interpreting it, but that's my interpretation of it. So I said I was going to get into the dance choreography after, when we watch the dance practice. So we'll still watch the dance practice, but I couldn't ignore it when breaking down this song in the music video. So what we'll do is we'll check out the dance practice now, and we'll just enjoy it for its performance side of things. Because while there is a lot of meaning and, you know, interpretation and art to this piece, it's also a damn crazy choreography. So, and Jimin's a damn crazy good dancer. So let's check out the dance practice and just enjoy the performance aspect of it, because some of that can be lost when you're changing angles and changing camera angles and whatnot. So yeah, let's check it out. Oh, I can already feel the impact of the choreography so much more just on this fixed angle. Oh, I love how Jimin looks there. He's like sleuthing through. It's like, how am I gonna tackle this? Ooh. Ooh. Sharp. Accurate. Oh, that little. It's a meaningful song, but damn, it's some good performance. Oh, he tells such a great story with his body and his facials. Even that. Let's go. The backup dancers don't get enough credit. Like, Jimin is amazing, but the backup dancers are also amazing. And the choreographer as well, of course. Oh. Oh, damn. You can really see the facials of the backup dancers as well. It really tells more of the story. Oof. I didn't notice that the first time. There's 3 sets of choreography going on at once. It's very light choir in the background. Oh. It always leaves me speechless afterwards. Like, what a performance. What a song. The depth, the artistry, the choreography, the lyrics, the amount of self-expression. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless, guys. I don't know how long I've been going on for, but good stuff. That's actually good stuff. So yeah, I think that's enough from me today. Please let me know your interpretation of the meaning of this song and the choreography and the lyrics, the movement. And please just tell me if you guys enjoyed it, because I sure did. It's such a good song. Definitely more to come for this channel. We're ramping up production, Lawrence and I. So we're going to be reacting to as much K-pop, Asia pop, P-pop, and Asian pop culture as we can. So yeah, please make sure you like and subscribe to follow the journey. I'm going to be doing my best to get on top of all the K-pop releases and really diving deep into the songs, because as you can probably tell, if you made it this far to this video, I am a sucker for songs with depth and choreography with depth. So I will always do my best to, interpret a song and really pick it apart and figure it out. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Yeah, peace.